Ba-bow.
Since we're already...
Good day. I almost said good evening. Hey, Blurry. How is it going? How's your day? My day has been going pretty well. Got back from the gym. Good. I was going to live stream earlier this morning, but I'm sitting there and I'm like, I kind of like the idea of incorporating, like multi-block kind of structures earlier in the game. And I always like the idea of a magic chalk. So I've been creating some random runes here that I'm going to use for my magic chalk. So I figured I'd just live stream it. So pretty much at the final steps now. So I just made like a black background, and I have leatherworking tools. So I do have some of my punches are Norse runes, or they call it Celtic runes. So I use some of that as inspiration, and I just kind of freehand drew a lot of the stuff. This is number 1. So, boop. Getting rid of all of the backgrounds. The way I see it, like the runes themselves aren't going to have meaning. I'll just pull a random texture. Wait, can you add those to normal chalk writing? I don't know, it depends on what that system is. I mean, these are just going to exist as textures. So if something wants to piggyback off of the textures, there's no stopping them. Boop, boop. 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 There are 16 runes altogether. File, save all. And we'll see what they look like. So I started to sketch out an idea in the world before I went to the gym today. Quite good. I have been playing Starfield. And as well as portfolio stuff, might be joining Eco. My spare time, yeah. Well, their test is over, isn't it? Like we're waiting for the next one. Then you can write down runes on your home walls and decorate runes with runes. Well, yeah. I mean, I could make these anything I want, right? But for now, they are things that you just like place down. I'm going to have to make an item that's going to be like the magic chalk itself. I'm going to give that durability, and each time you use it and it places one of these blocks, it's going to decrease the durability of your chalk. I started thinking about how I want my obelisks to work. So I started sketching things out, and then so we'll see what it looks like now. With the runes in place. They should be randomized. I have them boxed around my obelisk. Oh, Let me move my phone. Plug it in. Boo-boo. All right, there we go. Okay, I think that looks pretty damn good. So you would have your obelisk, right? And that's going to create neutral essence, which is basically what the machines are going to, what everything's going to run on. I'm not sure if I'm going to have it to where you have to put in, like, Arcanus, you know, like that same fuel source, and then this stores that fuel. But I think by putting the runes down, it will increase the maximum amount. Because I'm thinking, like, what's to stop someone from having just, like, 10 Oculuses, right? An Oculus in every space here. You know, and just, like, clustering. And I'm like, well, to be more efficient, right? I could do something where, you know, you put these runes on the outside, right? And that completes a step. So instead of holding, you know, 100 to 200 mana, now it can hold, like, 1,000. You know, something where it just increases it by a lot. You know, just by putting the runes down. And then, you know, by building another multi-block structure and having whatever the blocks of power that I decide to have up here, by completing that, right, that could turn it to like 2,000. You know? But only for this one focal point. So this is kind of what I'm thinking. It's very, I remember this from like Ars Magica. And I'm like, you know what? There's nothing that says I can't have a system just like that. So, might be doing some modeling for them, get my spare monies and also help them. My economic situation's not the greatest. Starkfield was gifted to me by a good friend. Yeah, if they are looking for, you know, help and stuff, yeah, definitely jump on that. I think I would probably help them for free if they asked me. That shaman life. Man, it's so humid in here. My drink is sweating. Condensation. Man, it's all over my desk. Wipe it on my shirt. I'll put it with all the sweat. I didn't even shower. I'm like, you know what? I'm doing this live. Get home from the gym, wolf down some food, and hop on. I'm not sure what I'm going to have up top there, but I think this is a good general setup for the obelisk. And then what I can do fun things, right? Because if you're going to have light or dark mana versions of this, I could create like a general obelisk, and then I can create like a light version that could look completely different and a dark version. You know, by doing some kind of like ground ritual and then like casting transmutation on it. Oh yeah, to be fair, my plan is to do their stuff more as passion than to think I'll get paid. As I want to see the game bloom. Yeah. I'm right there with you. Yeah, so it looks like it's pulling some random things. Now, I wonder if I break it. Yeah, so just as I thought, it's going to be based on whatever randomness it's assigned. Still, I think this is pretty damn good. I may make the runes a different color. I may make them more yellow, or have a yellow version where like you could tell something's activated. But yeah, let's see, what else did I do? I focused on localization this morning, so everything should be localized. All the keys are correct. The Sanctum, I wanted to wait to work on the Sanctum because I wanted to do that on stream. So I guess we could work on the Sanctum. But we could also work... There's a lot of things to work on. I think maybe the Sanctum should be the first thing, right? If I can complete that, I think it's gonna help mark it off, and then I can lean right into the obelisk system. But this is what I'm envisioning, right? Like in your mana room, right? You can have your little place off to the side where you have, you know, like an... You know, like maybe have something like this where it's an obelisk, you know, the light obelisk. And then you can have something similar off to the side. I should make a couple spare rooms here. Right, so it'd be something like that. Not sure what I'm going to make the block up top be. Not sure yet. Maybe some, like, Arcanus crystal. Oh, I could probably do that. So... see how it looks. I don't know. I don't know if I like it. I think I want it to be like a full block. There we go. Randomized runes. Looks good. Looks good. Right, so this would be a different kind of obelisk. And I don't have these made yet. I think what I need to do is move this. There we go. I'm gonna have to make the platform bigger with the with multi-block structures that I want to make. So I can have this here and this here. Get rid of all of this stuff. Boop, 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 boop. Can break that. I'll take that book. Thank you. Prosperity. Oh, that's all I can have. Okay, we'll put it there. That's right. I limited it to 4. Ah. Egg on my face, right? Rust orb. Excuse me. Oop. Might as well get all fancy with this. There, and I could put the the Oculus there. Oh, I had a broken fly spell. So those two I'm going to have to revamp. I'm going to have to get rid of this. I'm going to have to redo this whole GUI. It would make sense to keep these two up here, move this to the center, and then have these lines connect to it. And then I can have little graphics on the sides as well, so you could clearly see if it's, like, linked up. Bum, 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 bum. So now... go. All right, so I'm going to make sure once I built this stuff out, I'm going to sign out, like gracefully shut down, and then log back in. Whoops. It's not going to sound like glass when I'm done with it. All right, so we'll be looking at something like that. Let's do time set day. Kind of extend this down a little bit. And then I can move this, I'll move it to, like, I don't know, here. Because I could have a ring like this on here as well. If I can find a way to do, like, a shader that always faces you, that is a ring like that. I could have, like, a ring up top. I think that'd be cool, like a big summoning circle ring. Gracefully shut down. Who are you and what happened to Vice? I'm a Vice that is actually stopping to think because I got a decent night's sleep. I'm that Vice. Let's look at the blocks here. Decorative blocks. What if I make it like the Arcanus block or something? I don't like it. So alternate universe Vice, you know it. Yeah, Hexadet, I saw that that screenshot, and I'm like, this makes no sense. Why that could not go in the item slot? I mean, it's going to be going away, so it won't be a problem in the future. But it could be something with my if statements. The code was kind of shoestrung together, and I never really like ironed it out. Yeah, so I think this is what it's going to look like. And you just have to imagine, like, this would be the light, so instead of being an obelisk, I could make it look completely different. And then the dark, of course, would look completely different. This would just be like the baseline obelisk. So, yeah. Let's get rid of all of these things. Save and quit. All right. Oh, this was the magic chalk complex, right? Let's clean this up. There we go. Nice and neat. So I'm going to work on the Sanctum next. I think we need to take care of that before we jump into any other systems. So the next stage is going to be when you are soulbound to an Oculus, and you place a book, we need to send a packet to the owning player that will change the item, the spell in their spell slot. That's what we're going to have to do. So let's dive into it. We're going to have to create a packet. So I'm going to pull up everything to make a new packet. And I'm going to pop all this stuff out. There we go. We're going to always start off with our proto contracts. It is very important. That's a duplicate. So I'm going to keep it with the grimoire attribute sync to stat. Oh wait, we didn't use this, did we? I was going to. Oh yeah, currently not using. I'm going to keep it, but for now, yeah, I'll leave it. So we're going to say player Sanctum soul bound spell memorize. Or I should say item grimoire spell memorize. It's a big name, but this tells me that it has to do with the player. It's the Sanctum block. It's going to be when they're soulbound. It's going to be the item grimoire, and then it's going to be it should be memorize spell, but I'll do spell memorize. Now, I will input an int because there are going to be 4 potential spell slots plus more. One is going to be spell slot that I want to manipulate. This is going to be... Okay, what information do I need to put in? I can't do... I can't do item stack. But I can put in a string. We will say G-R-I-M-O-I-R-E, grimoire name. This will be a string, right? And then I'm going to have 5 attributes. One of them is going to be an int. And then the other 4 are floats. This will be mana cost. Whoops. This is going to be an int. This will be a float. Okay, so we're going to put in the slot we want to modify with the string. We're going to put in the input string grimoire name. You know what? I think I need to look at the grimoire before I make any other decisions, before I go any further. It's sounding right, but a part of me is like, I don't know. There's a little part that doesn't sound quite right. So where's my item grimoire? Grimoire, where are you? Oh, shoot, wait a minute. No, I'm on the right track. I'm definitely on the right track because I think I could set an item stack and I think that would do it for me. So I would be putting in the slot, the grimoire name, or the grimoire path name, and then getting the mana cost, the cast time, duration, damage, and effect modifier. So we're going to save that. Okay, so this is going to be our proto contract. Going to move this over. Now we're going to have to create a message. Quite honestly, I'm going to reuse this message since I never deleted it and it's already blanked out. Boop. 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 And boop. There we go. So that's going to be our empty message. And then for the handler, we're going to come on down. I'm going to reuse this. Oh my god, quickly get to the surface! Help! Police! Go. Paste and paste. There we go. So that should register this new packet so it is ready. Let's go into the helpers. I think I had, yeah, I had the same thing here, so I'm going to just paste this in. There we go. Yeah, there. Okay, so let's look at our proto contract. What did I say? It was, first thing was going to be a spell slot, so an integer for a spell slot. And this will be slot in when I make it. That's not what I wanted. Slot in. That's what I want. The grimoire path name. And I can say path name in. All right, then we're going to have an int for the mana cost. And then we'll have floats for the other four: cast time, duration, damage, and effect modifier. So first thing's going to be the int. This will be slot in. Next thing I'm going to want to put in here is a string, and I will say path name in. So that should make things happy. The mana cost, cast time, duration, damage. Mana cost, cast time, duration, damage, and effect modifier. Alright. Then we got world. Why is it not happy with mana cost? Oh. Should be happy. There it is. I had a lowercase I in my proto contract. So we have a packet created. So now let's go into the Entity Sanctum block because we have to send this packet from here. This is actually going to have to be triggered when you try to put an item in. See, right where we mark dirties, right? So we're going to try put item in. So slot, we're looking at inventory slot number. So this is getting the item slot there. Let's look at the base code, right? I get to here. So you either try and take out a book or you try and put in a book. And it looks like if we're successful, it actually makes the sound. So this is where we would want to call our packet rm helpers dot send packet. We're going to want a snapshot of the world. What do we have available up top? So we have by player, and then we have block select. I can access everything I need from there. So I could do by player dot entity dot world, and then we need the slot name. So for this, or the slot position. So let's go back to the top. I think I just need to get an inventory array of the slot number, which would be right here. You know, I don't think I can't do the packet from here, which is fine. I can do it from here. Right before I update the meshes, I will squeeze my packet into here. All right. That way I can just tap in and I can say, oh yeah, you know, let's put I in, because I is going to be the position, the inventory position. And now the rest of the stuff, we're going to need the path name. Again, with this, I should have the item stack in here. I think it may actually be this. Yeah, so INV is going to be the inventory. Code, no, collect. What do we have? Can I do item stack? Okay, so yeah, this is a slot. So item stack dot get name. Well, so that would be the human readable name, which is not what I want. I'm going to want to get collectible.code.path. All right, and then the next stuff is going to be the specific attributes. So I'm going to have to say, I'm going to be getting a lot of this item stack. Grimoire to socket. I'm just going to create a variable for this. That way it's not as crazy. Because now I can just have that. It's going to be the same thing. In here, I no longer have access to by player. So I'm going to have to pass by player in here, which is fine. So I can paste this in dot attributes dot get int. And this is going to be RMR references item stack attribute mana cost. Since this is getting long, I'm going to do this a little differently. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we'll undo 1. There we go. That way they're a little easier to see. So we're going to have to get floats for these. We go paste, paste, paste. So we're going to have cast time. We are going to have duration. We are going to have damage. And we are going to have effect modifier. Here we go. I need to put another if statement in here. And this is going to be a safety check to make sure that there are indeed attributes. So I'm going to do grimoire to slot.attributes.count. So I'm going to check to make sure the count is greater than 0. So it's got to have attributes on it for me to even attempt to send this packet. That way, just in case somehow someone creates a broken version of these, it doesn't crash their game. It just won't assign a spell, which is a lot better than a whole server going down. Right? Call me old-fashioned. Alright, for this try put, I'm going to want to get a snapshot of my player. And I'll say player. There we go. So that should fix that. I'm going to have to pipe in player here. So I can do by player. All right. This should send a packet. This should send a correct packet. Now we got to actually work on this inside here, the packet itself. Because we have to tell it to get a snapshot of the player sending this packet, the owner, and then to update their spell slot that they carry on them. That way they can access this through the GUI. Messages. Okay, so this is our empty packet. But at this point, we should have all of the information that we need. All of it. So I can start off with getting from player dot I don't think I can't access watched attributes from here, but in entity I can. Watched attributes dot I believe I want to just do a set What are the attributes that I created? I just realized I did all this. I may have just piped in a lot more information than I think I need. Maybe. I don't know. Let's take a look, because I did this yesterday and I think I was tired and I'm like, I'm not remembering how I did this. I remember breaking it up into a different section. This right here. All right. Oh, so I just went right to item stack. I'm creating a virtual item stack is what I'm doing. Okay. Okay, I can do this. Oh, this will be easy. I would just be assembling everything in my packet. Okay. That is indeed doable. So we're going to set the item stack. And that's going to be the key, because it will be slot 1. Oh, so first thing we're going to have to do, we're going to have to create an if statement. This is going to have to live inside that if statement. So I have to look at the network message dot slot. So I got to get the spell slot. If that equals 1, right? So if we want to manipulate slot 1, then we have to send the packet specifically to the slot 1 memorized slot. Like for like. In here, we are going to have to create a new item stack. What I will do, I could do it right up here so I don't have to redo it multiple times. We'll say item stack grimoire equals new item stack and then I believe with the new item stack there's some different load-ins I can do, right? So I can get like ID. I think there was one where it was, I think it was by asset location. Oh wait, by item, that's what it was. It was by item. So now I got to create an item. So I will create an item first. Item grimoire item equals from player. I think I have to do from player dot get or world, right? No, it's entity dot world dot. I need to get an accessor here. I think it's block X. Blocks or other world data, so it's not that. Do I just do new item? And then that takes in an asset location, right? I think one of these takes in an asset location. I'm doing this somewhere else. I probably should just take a quick look. It's not something I do a lot. Yeah, and that's all the properties. Okay, I'm going to take a quick look. I'm doing this elsewhere. And, oh, you know what? I'm doing this in my ViesCraft machine mod. What if I just do, it's alright, I get an item stack and I can say, grimoire, right? So that would work. Getting the item. Let's open up my machine mod. Hey, here we go. Machine mod. Common. Entity. Machine chassis is where I'm doing this. So we ignore all the red. Yeah, see, I thought it was something like getting an asset location and then using an asset location. Yeah, item stack, yeah, it equals, oh, so by entity world get item, that's what it is. It wasn't block accessor. It was get item, and then you put in the asset location. Okay. That's simple enough. I can just close that down. I don't need it anymore. So this will equal from player dot entity dot world dot get item. This is going to be a new asset location. So new asset location RMR references dot mod ID with colon plus, and then I'm going to put in network message dot, and I'm getting the grimoire name path. Right? So I'm taking a snapshot. I'm recreating an item with that snapshot information. And then with that item, I'm going to create the item stack known as grimoire. And then I'm going to look to see, is this slot 1? Yes. And if so, we are going to write the item stack attribute. We're going to start off with the grimoire. Actually, before we do that, we have to apply the attributes. So I have to do dot attributes dot set. We want to set the int RMR references dot item stack grimoire mana cost. network message dot mana cost. Because if I'm creating a new item, we want to carry over all of that other data. So we're going to have to do this a couple more times. So I will paste this in. This will be floats from now on. Instead of mana cost, right? So I'm just going to delete those. Oh, that. Let's make it float. Copy, paste, paste, paste. Oh, undo. All right, so this will be cast time. This will be duration. This will be damage. Whoops. Damage. And this will be effect modifier. There we go. Oh, I spelled cast time wrong. There we go. So I'm going to rewrite all of those things onto this item, and then I'm going to save the item in the item stack with those attributes so that I can call all of those attributes in the GUI and as I cast spells. Boop. That should be everything. I think what I need to do next, just to make sure everything syncs up, we're going to hop back into watched attributes dot mark. I can mark all dirty as a refresher. You know, I think instead of marking everything dirty, I should just focus on... Maybe I should only mark the variable or the watched attribute that I am currently working with as dirty. Which should be, yeah, mark path dirty, and then I can just pipe it in. So I'm going to do that. Mark path dirty. And it's going to be the slot 1 path. There we go. And then we're just going to hit paste, 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 right? So if it's 2, it's going to be slot 2, slot 2. If it's 3, it's going to be slot 3, slot 3. If it's 4, it's going to be slot 4, slot 4. So that is our complete packet. With that, we should be able to save. Yeah, we should be able to save things. Hooray! Bam, bam, bam. Let's rebuild and test it out. The way we're going to test it out is I'm going to go into the knowledge here. Hop into the world. And we're gonna re-enable some of these here. You know what? I'm gonna undo these 2. I'm just gonna copy this. No, actually, I'm gonna copy this. So I'll see attribute 4. I'm only gonna make sure it comes up on spell slot 1, and I'm going to make sure that it comes back with attributes. If I see that the attributes are greater than 0 when I send this packet, then I know, well, it says 4 attributes on this item. What about 2? I may have something funky going on. Oh, that's right. Yeah, because I was assigning things anyways. So there we go. So we'll put it in position 2. Gonna move this up. So it's giving out 0 now. So oh, it's not soulbound to me. It's not quite doing it, huh? Unless it didn't mark it as dirt, but it should have marked it as dirty. Let's hop back in. Because I think we may have to put a couple print statements. Things are not quite connecting right. I did write a lot of code. Yeah, see, it still says attributes equals 0, which is what I would expect, but after putting something in, I would expect there to be something different now. Let me just make sure. Yeah, this looks right. Mark path dirty. I'm doing it there. All right, let's put some print statements in that juicy packet that I just made. Oh wait, grimoire dot. Okay, so I can't mark that as dirty. All right, let's do RMR references dot logger. And I'll do 1 equals paste, paste, paste. 2, 3, and 4. Okay. Let's make sure that it sees that the grimoire is there. Let's do a count. Grimoire dot attributes dot count. I want to make sure that we actually see the attributes in here. Since we are going to be in here, I want to make sure that we could even get into this part. And then for the last, you know what? I actually don't want anything else. It's just going to be this. So I should see 1, 2, and 3, and it should have information that makes sense to me. That's when we send this packet. We got a bunch of texture. Oh, warnings. Yeah, I don't care about that. So we got 1. So it counted 5. It saw that. It did not parse this correctly. It did not put it in the right item slot. Well. I hate when I do that. Oh my god. Can the output not be annoying as hell for once? Can it just like be able to sit back? Can I like pull something up that I care about and just let it sit in the background, please? So it never got into here. So the input spell slot, let's make sure that we are doing things correctly. Oh, so wait, I had it as I. I don't think I want to do it as I. Yeah, slot num may be what I want, because it looks like it's parsing it based on the inventory count. So that may fix the problem. So that did not. Time to take a shower. I'll be back in a bit. I'll be here. Yum. So that wasn't what we want. You know what I should do? Because it would be important to know this. I will have the 3 here. Network message dot input spell slot. I want to see what it thinks it is. And then we'll have 4 be the follow-up. It says it's slot 1. Oh, because it's the array. I have to add a +1 to it. Oh. See, this would be 0. Yep, and that is indeed 0. Or instead of adding a 1 to it, I need to change this. So that should be 0, 1, 2, and 3. That should fix it. There it is. Hooray! So that should make it to where this is my logs here. So I think we are good. I should have the proper item stacks in place. For now, I'm just going to comment out these because I may need them later. There we go. I really wish this damn thing... Well, I'm going to look this up because it's killing me. It's killing me at this point. Visual Studio output stop window always on top. Always on top status can be switched by clicking the push pin on the program title bar when file box extender is running. Then I select Visual Studio's window. I use Control Space to toggle always on top. Work like a Control Space. Get the fuck out. It was just Control Space. That's so much better. Thank you, Google. Thank you. Hey, there it is. All right. Now I need to be able to pull this information out. And... Ooh, how do I want to do this? How do I want to do this? All right, I'm gonna have to do a little R&D here. Right in here. So instead of looking at attributes, what I'm going to want to do is say, okay, get this item in position 2 dot collectible dot code last part. I want to see if I can just get the spell name, because if so, this is going to be quick to get this going. Okay, I saw growth. Oh, but there was a problem. Collectibles get return null. So, Item stack collectible get returned null. I didn't restart for a while, so I'm going to try this. Get it gracefully. Bring it down. All right. Going to rebuild. See, it's locked up. I hate when it does that. Build. That's better. Success! I should pull up Discord. Let's re-enable this. Let's also do this dot, or I could do player dot world dot side plus. There, I'll do that. Interesting. I am unable to get the collectible. It's saying it's returned. Oh. I think I know why it's returning null. Let's take a look at this. Continue. Instead of trying to get the last code part, we're going to do .code.path. I want to see what it thinks the path is. Interesting, it's just not doing it. Huh. So it looks like I see the item ID. This memorized spell from Sanctum. Okay, what if I do this then? Because this is the item stack. I'm just going to shut down. And then I'm going to say .item part last code part 0. Because it sees the item. I just may be pulling it from the wrong place. Some things you do from item stack, some things you do from item. Pulling something like this could just be item. That's so weird. Can I get the name? Oh, wait. Oh, so wait. No. Item, stack, lock, class. Oh, I just want the human readable name. Get name. What if I do that? Okay, just fucking stop. Jesus Christ. Oh my god. Expected. Oh, okay. So it expected something more. Alright. I'm like, come on, man. Just do me a solid here. Oh, and it's stuck again, so I gotta shut down again. I remember a time when this was more stable. It was enjoyable. I miss those times. Didn't even know I was in the good times till I was not. Delicious. This is so weird. I mean, it pulled up the item information. Pin it. Yeah, stack size. Oh, look at that. Block an item or null. That's weird. That block and item are both null. Like, I would expect maybe block to be null because it's not a block. But item is null? That sounds suspicious to me. Sounds like something's not quite right. Jesus Christ, continue editing. I'm not removing this code. I commented this out. You know what? Just stop. Just stop what you're doing. You're embarrassing yourself, game. You're embarrassing yourself. Worst case scenario, I could save this in a different way. I would prefer to just save it all as an item stack, so it's one watched attribute. But I may not be able to. Maybe the item stack, it's not as robust as an actual item stack. You know, the one that I'm using. Okay, what the hell? Is it back on top? It's fucking back on top. Oh, and it won't. Oh, it only does it for that. That's so dumb. That is so dumb. Oh, Visual Studio. So we're gonna rework this a little bit. So for slot 1, I mean, I could break this out into... It would be 6 different watched attributes instead of 1. Because it sees the item stack. Now wait, what if I try and get it this way? Instead of calling the variable like directly. What if I try this? Get name. Yeah, see, it doesn't want to get the name. Yeah, see, it doesn't want to continue. All right, so what is this exactly? Can't get item stack, get name. So it doesn't see. So there's something weird going on here. You know what? I'm not going to screw around with this. You know what? I remember this. I remember trying to use this with my ViesCraft machine mod. Because I wanted to, when you convert your machine back into an item, I wanted to save a copy of that item stack. And the shit didn't work then either. Like, it had like an item stack, but it wasn't an item stack. Like, it was an item stack that I just couldn't access any of the information in. I think at the time I was trying to get the stack size. And it wouldn't do it. So, you know what? I'm not going to dink with this anymore. I'm going to break it up into separate things, separate watched attributes, and then I'm just going to reassemble it where I need it. We tried. This way will be faster. I almost said better. It's not going to be better. It'd be better to just have one watched attribute. But, you know, maybe if this ever gets fixed, I will try and come back to it, but for now, it's going to be kind of redundant, but... No magic, hooray! So we're going to want a string. Memorize spell from Sanctum, slot 1, so that still works. And this is going to be get string set string. So I'm going, and this is actually better because I can pull off the last part of the name, which is the unique spell name. So I may not have to change much at all in the GUI. I may have to change like 5 lines of code. No, 4 lines of code, and that's it. And really, it's just going to be the RMR references constant string that I'm looking for. That's it. Memorize spell from Sanctum slot 1. This will be name. This one, I'm going to paste this just a handful of times. So we're going to have the name, we're going to have the mana cost, we are going to have the cast time. We're going to have the duration, damage, and effect modifier. These are going to be floats. Paste, paste, paste. Make that a float. 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 And then int. 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 So that should be all of the information that we need. It's actually, I think, you know, it'll be okay doing it this way. I think it'll be okay. I think we got it. We got it. I need to create some more variables here. All right, so instead of item stack, is going to be a string. Plot one spell name. Name. There we go. Paste. This is going to be an int. Spell mana cost. Mana cost. Mana cost. This is going to be a float. Cast time. Cast time. Cast time. So 1, 2, 3. So I should have 3 more. So this is going to be duration, not furation. God damn it. Duration. Duration. Damage. Why do I keep putting an N in there? I've noticed the past couple days I've done that. Damage. Damage. Last one. Effect modifier. Effect modifier. Effect modifier. Okay, so this should be everything for slot 1. That's going to be 2, 3, 4. Alright, so anywhere that there is a 1, turn it into a 4. 18 occurrences. Nice and quick. Alright, anything here, instead of a 4, it's going to be a 3. Paste. 18 occurrences. And anything here, instead of a 3, it's going to be a 2. 18. There we go. So I got all my constants made. Where did that window go? Oh, there it is. There it is. So, copy. Paste to do. So this is going to be name. This will be mana cost. Cast time, duration, damage, and of course, effect modifier. name, mana cost, cast time, duration. Whoops, there we go. Damage, effect modifier. Again, we're going to do the same thing. Copy, paste. Paste, paste. Copy these. Find. If it's a 1, make it a 4. All of this, if it's a 4, make it a 3. All of this, if it's a 3 or a 1, make it a 2. There we go. So I have all of my mappings done. I can delete those 3. That's right. Okay, wait. That's what I just did. So this will be name. Whoops. Name. Name and name. This will be mana cost, mana cost, mana cost. This will be cast time, and cast time. This will be duration, duration, duration. This will be damage, damage, damage. And finally, this will be effect modifier, and effect modifier. Too many manas! Hey! Hey, Oats, how's it going? How you doing, Vexus? Delete these. Yeah, there's a lot of information with the new, like, it's not just the magic spell name anymore. I gotta keep track of a lot more variables, so... So we gotta add a lot more love here. How you doing? You know, I'm doing pretty well. I got my gym workout done for the day. It's funny because like it's been a while since I've lifted weights. I still am very strong. I will just say that I'm on the machines here, and I'm like, well, I'll start off low, right? And I have it, on like 1/3 of the stack, and I'm like, oh shit, like this is like nothing. So I'm like a bar up from like my old weights. So that made me feel pretty good. Fan self, yeah. This eye has arrived, back clean, smelling of Old Spice. Hey, I use that too. I use Old Spice. My papa used to use Old Spice, so for me it's like, it smells like him. So I carry on that manly smell. Old Spice. No, so I feel great. I don't feel sore at all, which is surprising. I did 5x5s. It was good. I did my modified version of 5x5s. What is going on here? Oh, I gotta come down here. Oh, that's right. I have to do this whole bottom part. Oh, Lord. No! All right. So I would be initializing things here. I'll say no spell. Paste, this would be an int, so that would be 0. Copy, paste. This would be a float, so I could do 0f. 2, 3, 4. Okay, so now I need the name in here. Name. This will be mana cost. mana cost. This will be cast time. Cast time. This will be duration. Duration. This will be damage. The longest word. This will be effect modifier. There we go. Let me delete these. I played Will You're Mad and now I'm into Forgive My Baby Back. A review of Rustbound match. With You're Mad and now I'll Forgive My Baby Back. Yeah. You know what? I have a special filing cabinet for requests like that. It's right over here in my garbage can. If you hand it to me, I can make sure it gets properly stored for you there, Oats. It's the garbage! Cool. And I'll let you know when the boss man gets to it. How does that sound? It could take anywhere from 4 to 6 weeks. We're kind of backed up. Service with a smile. Write it down and put it on your wall. I'm gonna tattoo it on my arm. Oats said. Yeah. Magic Rustbound mod. You know what's even funnier? I just realized it. Like a review of Rustbound Magic. It's not Rustbound, it's Rustbound, and I would totally get things like that too. It's Rustbound Magic. I had someone call it Rustbind. I'm like, okay. Close enough. I would consider that a B, right? If I was grading your paper, that's a B. Almost got it. All right, let's try and build. So hopefully, oh no, it failed. Where'd it fail? What am I missing? Preferences. Oh wait. Oh, this is in my message. Okay, this is where we had to go anyways. So now what I need to do is copy this. We gotta come into here. Gonna paste this in. We're not gonna do the grimoire stuff though. We are gonna replace these. Maybe. Yep. We will. We will replace these right here. Under review, yeah. Hard pen shit that in, yeah. I'm gonna go all like prison tattoo on this. I'm gonna heat up that needle and dip it in the ink and right on the arm. So if you see me wince in pain, just know I'm doing it for you. Oh man. All right, so I need to add one more thing here. Doing it for you. Oh man, what is all this stuff called again? Hold on. I need to copy this and paste it in. Name. Underscore name. Copy. Paste. 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 Paste and paste. So that should write the attributes to the player directly. And then what I just need to do with each one of these is pop it in. All of these will become 4s, 4, 4. Whoops. 4, 4, 4, 4. This will be 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. And this will be 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. There we go. So depending on the slot, we're just writing the raw attributes down. Passable, the American education system. You know it. You get a P for pass and an F for no, it's S for satisfactory, right? Anyways, just popped in to harass you. Have a nice day / night. See you later, Oates. Thanks for stopping by, buddy. Burley is still here, right? You out there? Is that T-Rex animated yet? Can I have it as a mount? Vice and his T-Rex. Mine! Oh, I'm out of soda. Oh, so sad. Oh, it's heartbreaking. Oh, shit! Help! Alright, what do we have going on here, huh? Unable to read beyond the end of stream. Oh, data structures. Oh, wait. Shh. Don't try and do anything. Let's wait right there. Oh, I think I know what it is. I probably got an int and the float mixed up. One a Velociraptor. You know, I would like one as well. What is this crap? Get me out of there. Get me out of there. Get me out of there. And I don't need that. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, no, it's okay. Yeah, no, okay, never mind. Should be fine. My thoughts, it should be fine. Oh, I don't need any of this anymore. Right? I am going to save this code because if I do ever get the item, like, stack working, that would be better. Also, thank God there are no dinosaurs left because I can imagine my dumbass brain deciding to ride. You know, by this stage in the game, we'd probably have some tamed. Right, just like we did with, like, the dogs and everything. We'd have dinosaurs, but they'd be these little docile, weird, rat-looking things. The dinosaurs got spared of humanity's manipulations of them. Oh, yeah, this is what the problem was. I can't set it an int, it's a string. I had a feeling that's what the problem was. Knew I screwed up somewhere. Go. And then this would be input string grimoire name. Is that not it? What is it? Oh, I'm gonna have to modify this. Because it's not the grimoire path name anymore. All right, let's go into the sanctum. I'm gonna try and get the last code part directly from here. And just to make sure that this works, we're going to do RMR references .logger. I'm going to pop a logger in here. I just wanted to have the name. There we go. All right, let's shut down. We'll pretend this never happened. Dinosaurs would be like the size of cats. Or maybe dogs, like ostrichy kind of dogs, right? Well, I like the color patterns of the T-Rex, but we bred it with the, you know, mastodon and to get a nice woolly kind of feel to it. Hey, and look, it's doing it. So it's just getting growth, empowerment. Yeah, it's just getting the spell names. Oh, that's so awesome. So soon, we'll see that reflected here. We'll do that next. Next. Bum, 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 ba-dum, bum. All right, I don't need anything there. Let's pull up the GUI. Oh, I can't wait to get this done. GUI. All right, I need to look at this. There's a couple places that I got to watch out for. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, I think this is what I'm going to have to rewrite. Thinking. This doesn't make any sense, honestly. Selected spell from spellbook slot 4 text only. Only player watched. Okay, okay. I think I know what I did here. Okay. I think I know what I did. I'm going to get rid of... Actually, I'm not going to get rid of anything else. I'm going to change this. All right. Where's that previous file? There it is. I'm going to copy all of this. Copy. Copy! We're going to bring this right to the top. Right to the old tippity top. Bam. Yes, I can. I'll do it in 1 to 2 minutes. Okay. We gotta go connect up some electrical stuff, so I will have to take a 5-minute break, but before we do, doing this. So slot 1. You know, I should preserve all of this. Okay, I think I want to rewrite this whole section here. Yeah, I'm feeling the need to, to rewrite this whole section. I don't like this code because I'm looking at it and I remember what I started to try to do. And then what I did differently. I ended up having this set up a certain way, and then I like hacked it to pieces to turn it into something else because I liked it better. So it would be best if I just redo all of this. And what I could also do is prune out the other innate slots here. That way the code makes sense going forward. All right. So I'm going to be AFK for like less than 5 minutes here. Continue editing. Let's just shut down the game. We're going to rebuild. Here, I'm just going to try and hit play. There it goes. Share stream. Yeah! Vice is so good to us. I've been wanting to have a one-to-one, heart-to-heart talk with that chair. You're the closest thing we can get to Vice's ass. How does it feel? It's hard. He weighs a lot, and he shifts around. Okay, so we'll do this. Hey, there we go. So it kind of reset. I'll be right back. All right, I am back. Sorry, I'm back. I know everyone loves the chair, and they're only here for the chair, but I'm back. All right. So we need to, we need to rebuild this system. Perfect. Let's take a look here. All right, so let's start at the top. Copy this. So I want some of the same checks in the beginning. Sure was not doing its job. There was no addition of viewers. Yeah, right? Alright, so if you have attribute, if you have known spells and spellbook text on, so I don't need that. I should do something, I think I need to look at this method before I do anything else. And that method is all the way down here, right? So, spawn spell icon select. So, double size 32. I'm getting the icon. I'm adding a skill. Spell description. And then I'm rendering it to the GUI. Okay. So I need the spell name, and I need the stack to which I put the spell. I see what I did. I see what I did. I'm going to pop this in here. And this, right? So this should give me transmutation back. This one, I'm going to have to change this. I'm going to have to say this dot armor, or no, slot 1. I need one of these up here, the text onlys that I copied over. I need the name. That's what I need. Paste. Let's see what this gives me. Technically, I think I could just do this, 2, 3, and 4. All right, let's see what this is like. There we go. Hey, there it is. That's our lineup. And so the last one should be empowered rust orb. Let's do time set day. Oh, that's definitely the spell with its long-ass cast time. Oh, this is going to be even longer. Oh, I gotta redo the mana checks as well, because now I'm checking them based on my internal attributes. That'll be fine. That'll be fine. Boom. Oh, shit. One shot. Oh, the thing only had 5 health, and I hit it with a spell that does 16 points of damage. I'm a monster. I'm a monster. Oh, 12 points. Actually, I need to update all this too, because this is not the right information. But, so what happens if I put this book, right? Because prosperity, I'll take out this rust orb and put prosperity in. There it is, prosperity. Yay! I'm gonna crack open the soda here. That is awesome. That is so awesome. That is tasty. Tasty! It's like 90 degrees out there right now. And I feel bad. I had to relocate a spider right in the doorway of my garage. There's this huge spider web, and this thing was like mega sized. It was like pulling its web down. And like it sees me and it tries to crunch up and it starts freaking out. I'm like, I'm not gonna kill you, jeez, calm down. I did take down the web and I took him over into the woods and put him back there. Or technically it was a female spider, so I should say her. But yeah. Yeah, and see, it's just... Oh, would you look at that? I need to change this. Because see, now it's overriding, because I'm not soulbound to this. I need to put in the soulbound check into that code. Alright. We can do that. Bingley, you're in here for a little bit, buddy. You wanted to come in here. Now you gotta wait. So I will still take a look here. I'm gonna do a safety check here that says if... Or, you know what? I'm gonna do a couple safety checks. I'm gonna cut this out. If this is soulbound, and this dot soulbound player ID, or what I need to do is I need to do a player lookup. So I need to get player UID equals, and then the soulbound player ID. So if it's soulbound and you are the owner of it, then we can start looking at the grimoires. I'm going to reset my spells here. Right, so those are my spells. Now if I take a book out and put it into here, there we go. Not doing it anymore, because this is not my sanctum. Now we need to create a packet to release information. So if I need to make this robust, right? If how am I gonna do this? I already think like, oh, I could do it this way, but I'm gonna have to modify that because I gotta account for things. Okay, so I have to... There's gonna be a couple scenarios, right? The first scenario is me clicking the release button and sending that information. So let's take a look at that packet. So that would be in here. I'm going to copy this out. All right, so this is if you release it. So I'm going to put some default information here. I'm going to say no spell, 0, and I'm going to 0 everything out. 0F. Right? So it's going to clear everything. Actually, I would want to do this for, well, all of it. 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 3, 2 2 2 2 2 2 1 1 1 1 1 1. All right, so let's save this and then test. So right now, I have these spells because they're here. If I unregister, then, yep, I have no spells anymore. Now, that's not going to help me if I soulbind, because I'm not sending a packet that way yet, or I'm not sending data that way yet. I need to create a new method. A new void method. Okay, I'm going to move this over. I think the easiest way to do this is to store it right here in the Sanctum block. This is going to be a public void run soulbind player grimoire update. For casting tool. I'm going to copy this. And we're going to paste this in here. Oh. I'll be right back. You finally want to leave, Bingley? Okay. Boop. There. Put on some different music. Okay, so I could do a for loop. You know what? I probably should have copied more. I can do this. So I'm going to loop through the inventory that it currently has. I need index. Where was it? Right here. Oh, actually, I don't think I do. Yeah, because this would be block select. So I'm going to modify the code at the bottom. Get rid of that. So something like num, we don't need the number. So let's get rid of that. I don't need the grimoire anymore. You know, I do need that stuff. I think for this, we could just do that, because that's going to start at 0 and 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so it's 0, 1, 2, 3, since the count is 4. And then if this is not empty, then we're going to get the item from that slot number. And we're going to get the item stack and then send that through. I'm going to need to pipe in... I need to pipe in iPlayer I don't need a return. I don't need to update meshes. I don't need to mark anything dirty. Although, you know what? I probably should. I probably should do those last two things. Just as a refresh, because you're not going to be doing this that often. Bum, bum. Alrighty then. So we are going to create this. I think what I need to do is say BES1 dot put this information in, and then I can say from player. So now I could run that whole packet of code right through here. Let's give it a try. Oh, I won't be able to because I just created a method while it was running. So we're gonna have to rebuild, start again. By the way, did you get any inspiration / ideas from ECO? No, I didn't. I already had EverQuest 2 for inspiration, or not EverQuest 2, but the first EverQuest. And I mean, they just did like a copy of it. See, that was the kind of spell system I was working on with like the spell book and everything. So, you know, I have to think because we can modify the world in Vintage Story. You know, like, I think my new system is a better system. You know, having actual spell books and playing the spell book getting better game. Okay. So this is what we have now. So if I soulbind, whoops, it didn't do anything. Interesting. I have nothing here now. Oh, it's not soulbound. Okay. Is it not? It's not soul binding it anymore. Interesting. Oh, I can't. Oh, no wonder it's not even going to run this code now. So if this has the attribute for Sanctum, so if it has those two, oh wait, no, if it has those two attributes, that's fine. So if this is false, let me reapply this. So 11. So let me just do like a 1 and a 2. And then this would be in here. So that didn't do anything, but it did hit 1 and then it hit 22. So let's do 1. So it hit this, right? So it got in there, so I'm turning it on. And then 22, I'm erasing old information. Let's go into here. And not do those updates. Oh, that okay, that worked. But I don't have my spells, but I'm bound to this now. There are my spells, okay. If I release, the spells are gone. If I soulbind, see, they're still gone, so it's within that. Yeah, and it's not soulbound now. Oh, it's not getting to this part. Because I'm checking to see if this is soulbound and soulbound to you. I may be doing this before I'm writing those. No, I'm writing them right here. What if I try and put in the soulbound information and check it through the packet? Whoops. So yeah, something like this. Which means in here, I'm going to have to expand this, so I could say bool is soulbound in, and then ID, so this would be the string. Player ID in. Copy, paste, copy, paste. Although, why am I even doing this check? I don't even have to do this check. I'm going to delete those out. Because I just need to send the raw packet. As long as it's not empty, send the packet. There we go. It's not working because we didn't have the right music on. Okay, this is going to be super mad at me. Bum, 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 ba-dum, ba-bum. Bum, ba-doo, ba-doo, boo, boo. Dum, bum, dum, ba-da-bum, ba-bum, bum, ba-bum, bum. Yeah, see, it's still doing the weird. You know what? It's been doing that ever since. I'm just gonna try and comment this out. I'm thinking this may actually not be what I want to do because I'm writing information to the books. I'm not pushing them out as entity packets. All right, so just to get this little. Oh, cool. A temporal storm. Hooray. Okay, now it's being okay. All right. So I'm bound there. Bind here. It's just not updating the books. Okay, I can work with that. Okay, so I need in here, I need to get the inventory. You know what I actually need to do? I'm gonna copy this. And I'm gonna modify this. See, because I'm writing things to the grimoire stack, I'm not writing things to the player. I'm just gonna do that stuff directly in here. It's in here. In here. Just to contain it all, I'm going to throw it all into a big if. I can say BES1. Oh, it's inaccessible. Why would I do that? Do 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 da 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 bang down down ba bum ba bum ba bum bum ba bum ba bum ba bum ba dum bum ba da dum. Why do I have a private? Public that shit. Private. Just stop. Just stop what you're doing, game. Just stop. Stop. Okay. Now we're back in here. There we go. Now it sees. So I can replace all these with BES1. BES1. This is going to be from player entity world. I'm going to get a snapshot here. Cut. Paste. So I think I want to take a look at this. I want to paste this in here. And then I can specifically say if I equals 1, and I. So what am I doing? I'm looping through the inventories, and then I'm saying, okay, in this particular slot, if it's not empty, then we're going to take a look at the grimoire in that slot, and we're going to make sure it has attributes, right? Doing that double check to make sure that it's not a broken book. And then, if I equals 0, then we're going to run all of this stuff for the slot 1 index. But we do need to pass that information. So I think what I need to do here, right, to get the path name, this is going to be a little more complex, isn't it? You send a packet in a packet? I don't think I've ever tried that. Like, instead of doing it like this, could I just like pipe in the information like I was originally? Okay, so we'll. Could I do something like this? Because this ideally would pipe it through. I'm gonna give it a try. It's gonna say 1 equals grimoire if it gets to this. If I could run a packet in a... I can't, because this has to be a client-side packet. Okay, what if I do this? Yeah, because it's a static and I can't do that. Okay. That's unfortunate. Okay. We're gonna go back to the original plan. I'm gonna focus only on slot 1 or slot 0. So I need to put certain information in here. I gotta find the name. I have the grimoire. So from the grimoire, I may be able to do grimoire dot collectible dot last code part 0. That should get the name. Copy paste dot attributes dot get int this will be RMR references dot item stack mana cost this will be pastime. This will be duration. This will be damage. This will be effect modifier. So this should set all of the stuff. I'm going to delete those out. All right, let's start. So this is only going to work for slot 1. But I should be able to soulbind to something, see all the books, right? It's like what I'm soulbound to, so soulbind. So it did work, because it did update just prosperity for me. And if I try and cast the spell, it should be a buff. There it goes. You feel metal calling you. So that buff does work. Cool. Cool. One, two, three. It's be 4, 4, 4, 4, 4, 4. 3, 3, 3, 3, 3. Whoops, 3. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, and 2. So now, if I unsoul... Oh, I'm unsoulbound now. It's still doing that weird thing. So it did update there, but it's not keep... Oh, wait, I think it's because... There we go, okay. So let me gracefully shut down. I think it gets stuck because, like, I have to do an override of the XYZ position, and then I call back based on that override. I should put a check in to make sure that it's not the same position. Like, see, I'm still going to be soulbound here. See, it's not there, but it's over there. Let's put in that safety check, because I see how it's doing it. And we could easily just look for it. See, so I have to say if this does not equal null, I'm going to put another if statement in here. I'm going to say if BES1 dot position does not equal BES2 dot position. No, that's not quite right. Is there an easy way to do positional, like a positional comparison? Because I don't think I could do a block position. I think I could do something like this, though. I would have to check all three. Maybe that's how I have to do it. With an and in there. So X, Y, Y, Z, and Z. Then I can send the packet. Just in case it does that again. So I'm going to make sure, yeah, there is an old entity, and then I can say, check the X, Y, and Z to make sure that these two entities are not the same. And if that's true, if they're not the same entity, then unsoulbind it, deregister it, and mark it as dirty. So it doesn't, like, deregister itself based on me dinking with the code. So, soulbind, still soulbound to me. Ah, see, this is... Okay, so... Gotta do this differently. Dan would be so cool to turn into a raven for, like, a special super rare fly spell. Variant, I mean. But you did mention that would require a bit too much. That could almost go in a different mod. Yeah. Yeah, something like a shapeshift thing. Yeah, that, you know, because you would be messing with the player renderer a lot. And then updating that player renderer to all the other players so they all see you as the same animal. Well, it's doable, but I'm not doing it. So I'm going to deregister both of those. I would have thought this would work. You know, I think maybe I have the logic reversed. Right, so both of these are unsoulbound. I soulbind to this. See, I'm not soulbound anymore. Oh, okay. So yeah, the logic wasn't reversed. It just wasn't working the way I thought it would. You know what? I tried. It's not going to really mess up. This was just to protect me from, you know, my testing. Like, you know, breaking things. This is fine. This is fine. So I'm not soulbound. I'm not soulbound. I soulbind here. Oh. Damn it. Soulbind here. Right? Not there. I'm there. Okay, now I can soulbind here. I'm still soulbind there, but I'm not there. Okay, so I corrected my internal save variable. Right? So not soulbind there. Soulbound here. Let's try again. Soulbind. Not soulbound there. Soulbound there. Alright, so that should have put these spells on my bar. And they are. If I come over here and soulbind, I should have only one spell. Oh, see, I have the one spell, but I didn't clear the others. Okay, so that's what I also have to account for. You know what I think? I think I just need to put an else statement in. This is what I'm gonna do. This is bloat code right now. But it's gonna get the job done until I make it look prettier and compact it. So basically we're gonna say, okay, look to see if the inventory slot is not empty. If it's not empty, get the grimoire. And then we're just kind of parsing through, like, is it spell slot 1, 2, 3, or 4 that we're going to be manipulating. But if it fails out here, I need to reset whatever it is to defaults, which would be here. So this would be the reset for all of the tier 1 spells. Copy. Paste. That's all the tier 2. Copy. Paste. Tier 3. Copy. Paste. Tier 4. There we go. So that should be the last bit that we need to put in here. Right? So if I come over here, that's not soulbound, but I'm soulbound here. If I soulbind to here, there we go. Prosperity. Yep. So that's fine. If I soulbind over here, I should just have... Damn it, it didn't do it. Why did it not do it? Oh, I put the else statement in the wrong place. Cut. It's actually here is where I need the else. Bam, 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 bam. All right, soulbind. Still soulbound. There's my stuff. Come over here, soulbind. That's better. There it is. Time set day. Ah. Cool. Now I need to, while I'm handling these packets, I need to account for the currently selected spell for the player. So I'm going to have to say... Oh, I can't do this, that's right. Got to get from player, watched attribute, set string. I think it's called like current selected spell tool spell. So I'm going to set this string to the slot 1 spell. I'm just going to reset your position. Bum 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 bam. I'm gonna have to do this in a couple places here. I'll send multiple packets. Okay, I'll do this instead. I'll put it there instead. That way I could just send it in one place. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. Get rid of those. Kind of clean up a little bit. So if you mess with the Sanctum at all, I'm going to reset your spell to whatever the current slot is. Okay. So if we soulbind here, okay, there it is. So it automatically set it to prosperity before it was saving the previous spell. So it's already on prosperity. If I come over here, it should change to soulbind. There it is. So rust orb is what it is now. So I need to put the code back in to highlight the spell. Like, it's in for this, but I got to do it for this now. So you could see You know, I like the little box around it. And then all of these spells, right? We'll have to make do. All right, so let's work on that next. Let's get rid of the error list. Error. Hop back over here. I'm gonna minimize all of this stuff because I don't need it. Go further down. Okay, so this is what I need to look at. The highlighted spell, if the current spell equals... Okay, so I can get rid of a good chunk of these. Whoops. So that highlights transmutation. If your currently selected spell equals this internal attribute. Okay, see, okay, this I can't use. The selected spells from Spellbook. I'm not using the Spellbook system at all anymore. So I need to see where all of this stuff is. Yeah, of course, it's freaking all over the place. Yeah, and it would be there, and then down here. All right, I'm gonna undo what I just did. I'm gonna do a different kind of search here. So I'm going to look at RMR references dot. Let's look at slot 1 name. That will be slot 2 name. This will be slot 3 name. Slot 4. There we go. But see, with this code, it does the same thing. If there's no spell, then it just kind of highlights everything because technically that bool is returning true. I gotta try and fix that now. So, okay, if you are... Alright, so this is adding my if statement. I need to make this a little better. Trying to think how I can... I'm limited with what I can do in the GUI with the if statements, because something like this would normally be easy. I would put in a separate bool, and I would say, okay, run this code, right? Like, it would run this first part, and then in here, I would change, like, you know, the update, you know, highlight bool to false, right? And have like that little catch there. That way, when it added this other thing, I would just do a check to make sure that, you know, it would still be true. And if not, it would skip over it. Because it's like, this is the one that's actively on. Huh. It's interesting. It's an interesting problem. Hey, Statchopy. Hello, how are you? What you trying to do? Oh, wait, I missed something here. But you mentioned that you would require quite a bit. Too much. I could almost go in a different... Oh, okay, yeah. All right, I got you, Blurry. Yeah, so what we're trying to do right now is in the magic system, the new magic system, So if you have, you know, I want you to where like you could click, and then the you know, the spell would kind of open up for you, right? You know, it kind of highlights. But if the spells are the same, then it just highlights everything, which could be confusing. So I want to break this down, you know, and make it to where if it sees a duplicate, it will still just highlight your selected spell. So, you know, it's like if I have, let's put a couple empowered rust orbs. Okay, I got another one. Right? So if I have something like this, see, now I have two of them. You don't know which one you're selecting, and they could have different attributes. So I need to make it to where I need to put some kind of check in here that says you clicked on this slot. I think I know how to do it. It's going to be a pain, but I think I just figured out how to do it. Isn't it funny how that works? You know, you have no idea, something stumps you, and then all of a sudden you're like, I think the way I can do this... Yeah, I think the way I can do this is by coming back up to the top, right here, and then I have to create separate memorize spell slots, I believe. So I can say, you know, I can have an internal boolean here that when you click on the spell, it will set it to true, and then I could only look at that. At that point, I don't care what the other information is. That may be the better way of doing it. So let's create another bool. Or not bool, let's make it a public. We'll just make an integer, and this will say, highlighted spell image. And then we are gonna have it as a set and a get. Sometimes best idea is say on voice what you must do and save the information about what 3 slots was clicked. Yeah. Yeah, like say out loud, like hear yourself explaining, like, well, I need to do this, and it's like, okay. I have to initialize this. So I could initialize it with 0. Oh man, I would have to save this, I think, to the player for this to work. Potentially. I don't know. We'll see. I could be wrong. But I think I'm right. But either way, it does get us closer doing it this way. So I can still add everything here. I'm gonna come down to here. All right, so I'm going to test with this first slot. We'll do and this equals 0. Paste it in here, so 4, 3, 2. You know what? I should do 1. 0 could be a default. You cannot init it as null. Well, I choose not to. I come from Java, so nulls are kind of scary. Null point exceptions will sink your battleship. I'd like to at least make it 0, because now what I could do by making it 0 is I can say, okay, if it's 0, maybe do a check. Like, maybe I could do a deeper check with that. See, the problem is every time you open up the GUI, this doesn't exactly save to your character or anything, so I can't really pull it up. And it seems like a waste to turn it into a watched attribute, because it's a very, very minor thing. So this... See, I can have this equal 1. I will look to see what that is now. Ah, Stachopi. Hey, thank you very much for the follow. Or is that an I at the end? How do you say your name? How do you say your name? Paste. Okay, so that should be everything. So that should be 4, 3, 2. I gotta get rid of the double here because we are assigning it. So as I click the buttons, this should help iron that out. So let me save. Let me fireball it in. We're gonna go back. There it is. See, so it's gonna start off like this, but as you click now, there we go. That did it. Woot woot. I don't... Stashu. Try and Google train. Okay, Stashu. Okay. I'll just call you Stash. You know, it's funny. I went to the gym today, and there was this big billboard. It's like a 5K, and it's called like the Stash K, mustache. That alone almost made me want to sign up, and then I thought running is a scourge. I hate running. Why would I put myself through doing a 5K? But they almost got me. They almost got me with it. But my hatred for running wins. Oh, and select Polish language. All right. Yeah, I'm terrible with names. Okay, so if you see, now the problem here is it's more robust. We're almost there. If I'm on transmutation, that's an innate spell. It's just gonna kind of work. But see, if I click on this, right, like this, the first empowered rust orb, it's not going to do it until I click something else. I think that's okay. It's better than it was, and I'm not going to harp on it, but I think that's pretty good. See, watch, and if I soulbind to this, now I'll have these 3 spells. But when the spells are all unique, you don't have to worry about anything. I know someone's going to be like, oh, well, what if I have the same spell in multiple places? There, times that day. Man, I got so much to work on in this mod. What are you doing here? Rabbit. Know what I can do? Soulbind. Empowered Rust Orb. I don't have any of my mage gear on, but you know what? I think you will die by fire. No. You will die by gravity. Goodbye. I gotta fix the projectiles too. They last longer than I want them to. Actually, they don't. I need to deal with the animation because I want them to shrink more rapidly. Yep, don't worry. Yep, it's okay. It's still the name spell possible. Is possible one spell has a different stats. Oh yeah. So with the new system, oh, I have no mana to even cast this spell. Hold on, I gotta get my mana tool out. Oh wait, I have one out. Boop. Now you're doomed. Doomed! No, so my old spell system was very much a it's a static spell, has static variables, like mana cost, cast time, and everything. And it kind of existed just on your person, but in a game like this where you can boom! Based. Dead. See, I need those to shrink now. But I'll get to it. So I've redesigned everything, so now your spells are physical books, they're grimoires. So, this is like the growth spell. So you could hover over and it'll tell you information about it. I want to put the description in here, I just haven't done it yet. But as you create these spells, their stats can be randomized. So maybe you'll get a spell that, you know, has like a really good, like this one here, you know? Like it has, you know, really high mana cost, but the cast time may be low. Well, actually, I'll take that. See, and it's going to start trying to produce another one. Oh, I think this damage is going to be way too small. Let's socket it. Because I think that's less than 0. Maybe you can do a creative staff with infinity mana. Nah, I probably won't do that. I created this so you could just instantly get your mana back by using it. I need to be able to test to make sure that the spell is actually consuming mana properly. See, like, I have different versions of this now. Empowered Gravity Orb. So, I'm not displaying the information yet, but these are all going to have different mana costs. Like, these two are technically the same spell. This one takes 62 mana, 7-second cast time, and 5 damage. This one is 27 mana, 14-second cast time, and 3 damage. Right? So, you're going to have to... You have a little RNG there where you could start off with really good stats on a certain kind of spell. But either way, you would be able to take these books into another one of my tables to enhance them, to like lower that mana cost. And that's the idea of like these things, you know, there's going to be a whole thing where you can like connect these up, and yeah, it's going to be a little complex game. But yeah, what we're working on now is just making sure, like, you know, whatever spells I have socketed are going to be, you know, my spells. Which, it's funny, because you could have multiple sanctums, and then you could just load up different spells, and then it could be like a build-out. So, like, I could have, like, all attack over here, and I would come over and, like, you know, bind myself, or I'd come over here, right? And this is my healing spec, or whatever. And then, you know, I have prosperity and befriend animal, or whatever spells, just by socketing those particular books. Although, when you die, any books, like, in your sanctum that you're soulbound to, any books you have in there will take durability damage. And if the durability goes to 0, the book gets destroyed. So, you gotta kind of watch yourself. You gotta repair those books. Keep them in good shape. Boop. So, this is actually working a lot better than I thought. We're gonna go back into the GUI, because this is all the static information, like the default. It's not really what the spell effects are. So we have to put in that new information. And it's going to be right in here. Wait a minute. Up here? No. Oh, yeah, right in here. Okay. So, here we go. Mana cost. Mana cost. Behavior spell modifier mana cost. Okay, so I'm running a calculated modified spell mana cost. I'm going to have to modify this method. There it is. So spell mana cost, that's not what I want. I'm going to have to... We're going to make a new line. I'm just going to comment that out. We will get the player's watched attribute. Get. Okay, so since this is mana cost, it's going to be an integer that we need to get. RMR references dot slot 1 mana cost. Oh, shoot. Okay, I think... Yeah, this is going to be a pain in the butt. I'm going to have to copy over, because I need a way to track whatever your selected slot is. I need to have more than just the name like I currently have. Alright, we're going to have to create some more variables, but this is doable. It's just going to make things a little more complex. Alright, I'm gonna just type something in here so it errors out so I know to come back. Oh, wait, this is this is actually what I need here. Let's start off with this as a base. Instead of memorize spell from Sanctum, slot 1, I could say currently selected tool spell. Or casting tool. New name. Instead of slot 1, I am going to... So currently selected spell for casting tool. What if I say something like casting tool, currently selected spell? Something like that. I think that reads maybe a little better. I could even put something in here, right? Because this could be specific casting tool and then currently selected spell. Okay, I like that a lot better. There we go. Gotta change this now. Oops. Casting tool. Dash. Currently selected spell. There we go. Make it nice and unique. All right. There's going to be no slot with this. Currently selected spell name. That way in the future I'll know exactly what this does. Perfect. All right, all the variables are made. Now I just gotta write the variables. We have to go back into the knowledge, the spell knowledge. Yeah, and we're gonna have to make this more robust. Okay. Sucks. I wish I would have thought about this, because I could have done this when I went through and did slots 1 through 4. Would have been nice. Gonna pop this over here. Copy. Paste. 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 And paste. Perfect. Instead of memorize spell sanctum slot name, this would be casting tool. Currently selected spell. That's going to be a good name. There we go. Okay, now that I have those set up, I got to come back down to here. For new Magic 2.0. Oh, wait. For new Magic V 2.0. So cool. So let's scroll back up. What do I call this crap specifically? It's too much. All right. So here we go. You know what? Anything that is this, we're gonna change with this. There, that's so much faster. Done. All right, so that's going to save all of those things. Yee, the name changing. Yeah, it kind of sucks when it happens, but I mean, at least going forward, the system's going to be very robust. Like, I'm going to be able to do a lot with this data by like manipulating like what you see in the GUIs and what you see on the books, and then when you start pulling in. Because, you know, I'm going to eventually want to make a system where you could take a snapshot of a spell, like a grimoire. So, like, if you have the fly spell, you'll be able to create a one-time use spell scroll out of it. You know, and I would have to find a way to take a snapshot of, like, the mana cost and all the variables to be able to pass that on for what your selected spell is. So it's something that needs to be done. I just wish I would have had the foresight to just do it before. Before would have been really nice. There we go. So set some of the defaults here. Perfect. Now I'm going to do something bold. It's going to be very, very bold. It's going to touch a lot of things. I'm going to have to shut down the game for this. I need to start pruning out some of my old variables that are dead. This is going to be a huge, huge punch to the gut. We're going to save. We're going to build. I expect a ridiculous amount of errors, but I need to start transitioning everywhere I'm calling this. You know what? It's actually not as much as I thought it would be. That's actually not that bad. I knew that the tool spellbook, I could get rid of this whole thing. Because I'm not using this system anymore. So the way I'm going to make this work is by doing this. I'm just going to comment it out. Oh man, I was lazy with this one. Oh, this is in the GUI. Okay, this is fine. I can make these changes here. Let me copy this. Oh, actually, I need to do the same thing. I have too many windows open. This is what I'm looking for. We want everything in the casting tool. Copy this. Right, so the currently selected spell slot is going to just be what the casting tool spell is. What your memorized, your main spell. When you use a staff or a wand or something, it's going to be the spell that gets cast. But it works. Why? You know, unfortunately, it's that mindset that screws people over in their projects. Because if you migrate a system, it turns into shoestring code. So when something doesn't work, you're going to have to follow a ridiculous trail. But if you prune out what you're not using, it's a little work up front. But if I ever have to troubleshoot this, I will know exactly what variable is supposed to do what. And I could probably fix a problem very, very quickly. I know that's not popular from some of the code that I have seen personally, in the past, but it really should be. It really should be. Oh, I'm doing direct calls here. What was wrong with me? How could I? Currently selected spell. Paste, paste, paste. All right, let's go further down. If this dictionary contains this key, or if it doesn't contain this key, then set it to no spell. Spell name. Paste. Here, I'm just going to look over the rest of this stuff. Okay, yeah, if that equals Rust Orb, that's fine. Do all of that. Yeah, I don't have to audit the rest of this. I know what it's going to do. So we're going to replace all 121 entries. And see, this is what I'm talking about. I created a variable to where all I had to do in the future was change this up top one time, and it should have propagated through the rest of my code. But there have been patches where I was doing a direct call to the reference, avoiding the variable that I made. That takes care of this. So, right, this is part of that auditing the code. So everything in here is now going to work with the new variable. The cast bar, right, this is going to be different now. This is going to be for my cast bar, my heads-up display. So we're going to have a couple of things to change here. Copy. I think what I'm going to need to do... I'm going to copy this. I think I may need to add a couple more things to it. Copy that. Let's put that to the test and find problems. Yeah, thanks. Thanks. You can not find problems. We can try to just enjoy the game. What do you say? Just enjoy it? Have fun? Okay, this is just changing the icon. I'm comfortable with this. I want to put this in front of it. This. There we go. So this is all changing and swapping icons. See, and this is another case where I created a variable up top, but as I just went through the code, I ignored the variables up top. So I got lazy. So I'm correcting that now. So for the cast bar, I need to find update cast. Current cast time, the maximum cast time. I need to change this variable. Actually, I need to do what I did here. Oh, remember? This was the whole point. So I need to do casting tool. This is mana cost. There, so I can get this mana cost as an int. I'm touching a lot of stuff here. Okay. comment that out, paste this in. Because I still need to get mana cost with this math as well. Now with this, it's going to be cast time, so I'm going to paste this in. It's going to be... Oh, did I accidentally rebuild it? Lame. Alright, where was I? Right here. Cast time, so this needs to be a float. And this needs to be cast time. Copy. Paste. So this is going to be the spell effect modifier. Effect modifier, which is also a float. Calculate modified. Okay, so modified damage. This will be damage. All right, and now we got duration. Entity player, it's your class or the game's class. Entity player's the game's class. Yeah, that's solely with the game. I will not take credit for that. I almost said as much as I may want to. No. I don't want to. This is what I'm going to want specifically. So anything that's this, replace it with this. 7 occurrences. Spot check them. So we're doing a dictionary lookup, a spell dictionary lookup based on the currently selected spell. We're doing that for all of these varieties here. Perfect. That's done. We're going to go ahead and save that. We're going to go back into the staff. I think the staff information is done as well. The methods that I just updated are actually what I'm calling like here. Or not here, but right in here. Right? So mana cost, that was one of them. Cast time's one of them. Things like potency. I'm going to get rid of potency. I'm going to get rid of the potency tier. Yeah, I'm just going to get rid of both. There is no potency anymore in the new system. Doesn't make sense to have potency. All right, the mana bar. Mana bar. This is going to be easy. Okay. You just paste that in. Copy. Oh wait, I'm not even doing any direct calls to that variable. I have it in here and I'm not even using it. We're just going to delete it. I'm pruning it out. It's gone. Poof. Alright, what else you got for me? Block behavior transmutable. Is this the same thing? Nope. I do need this. Copy. Oh, I have it only in one place. So what am I doing here? Watched attribute get string. Oh, I'm just looking to make sure that your currently selected spell is transmutation. Cake. Wow, we don't have many errors left, huh? Let's go to tool staff. This one is going to be pretty substantial. And if you look at the red down there, I'm doing another annoyance. So, oh. You have one ref, upper the variable, you can see how many refs has. Yeah, references. Yeah. I know, there are the references here, but that's not all the calls to this constant. Because if we look further down, I got lazy again. So I'm kind of correcting all of that. So I'm going to go back up here. I'm going to just paste this in. Whoops. Did not mean to do that. There, paste this in. Copy. Paste. 8 occurrences, actually. Instead of 6, it was 8, apparently. I can do this dot casting tool. So it looks like I'm sending a packet. Oh, this item is now bound to you. You know what? I'm not even using this soul binding system anymore either. So this right here is dead code that I should just comment out. Yeah, see, it's not even a method that I'm using. So for now, I'm going to comment that out. And I'm going to comment this out because I don't think I'm using either of them. You don't soul bind your staffs to you anymore. There we go. So that helped me find some dead code. Sweet. Let's see. Let's do the spellbook next. The spellbook is not a tool that I'm using in the new stuff. So I'm not going to pull it out yet because I'm going to modify it because I want you to use the spellbook as a casting tool, not for looking at your spells. That way you have more variety. So that's done. The admin tools. Yeah, I figured I would have it in here. Yeah. So we'll comment out there. Copy, paste. That's right. I'm setting to no spell when you use the Erase All Magic admin tool. And then I'm defaulting back to, yeah, to learn all spells. You know, instead of no spell, why don't I just give you transmutation? Because that is like the default spell that you get. There we go. So I just made that code a little better. For all you cheaters out there. Yeah, we don't have much left. I thought this was going to be a bigger push. I guess not. Block entity transmutation. Yeah, we're going to be... Whoops. We're going to be using this. I think in a couple places. No, it looks like just one. I thought it would have been a couple. Copy. I think it's just one place. Yeah. Oh, the initial check to see if the spell that you have is the transmutation spell. This is for the block behavior, so I made sure. Advertisement. That's what she said. Ah. I made sure to like the HUD display on top. I made sure to put like if something's transmutable. So that's what, if you have the transmutation spell equipped. Of Starfield releasing on the 6th. Honestly, Starfield's not even a game on my radar at all. Not even a game on my radar. And Invasion on Apple TV. Ooh. I wasn't even using the variable in here. I just had it in there for funsies. What about this? I do have it here because of the old transmutation. No, I'm not even using it here. Are you kidding me? Oh, Vice. Oh, Vice. And now it's trying to get me to join the Marines because it failed to get me into the army. Oh, that's great. Back. So are you going to become a Marine, Vexus? You know you want to. My Paul's Paul. Oh shit, I didn't even want to do that. Wait a minute. Whoops. I'm good. Yeah. I think there was a time, like, when everyone's young, right? Like, I remember a recruiter coming into our school, and I don't know. It just, the guy didn't sit right with me. He was kind of like a creepy dude. He kept, like, staring at the girls. Like, it put a sour taste. It was for the army, but it was like, it was weird. It was weird seeing it. And it was even weirder because I don't think the girls were that pretty. Like, what do you, like, you stared at him for? Hey, over here. They're always trying to get them when they're young. Yeah, it's kind of creepy, honestly. Predatory. All right. I'm going to do a direct call. I'm not going to have the whole secondary variable thing going on. Just gonna go directly to it here because my packets are a little different. There's a little bit of everything, and I want to have like complete control. There we go. So it was only in 2 places there. Oop. And really, it's something that I just put in to set it to set your current spell to whatever your spell 1 slot is when you carry over to a new table. So that's good. The last one I saved, it's actually the biggest push. So I'm gonna close all tabs. Close all tabs, but this. Oh wait, I should have kept one more tab open. Shoot. References, there we go. This is not what I was looking for. Hold on, wait. Wait, stop. Oh, wait, no, this is, okay, this is exactly what I wanted here. I already have it right here. See, look at all the red. Oh, it's only a couple things. Okay, yeah, currently selected tool spell. I just can't believe I did that. I'm looking at my keyboard, right? I wanted to paste, and I'm like, don't press Control-C. Don't press Control-C. Press Control-V instead. What did I do? Press Control-C to copy what I just selected. Oh, the failures. It's so bad. Okay, yeah, and this is just the default. Wow, that wasn't that bad at all. All right, so we should be on to the new system for spellcasting. We'll see what I missed. Success! And we got rid of a handful of methods that were not being used anymore. I mean, the whole soul binding idea was good, and it still has a place in this mod, but not for the wands, not for the spellcasting stuff. Okay, so we got an X at the bottom, right? Because there's no spell currently selected. There we go, transmutation. So if I go to... I feel bad. I feel bad. Did I ever fix it so I can just pull out a spell and have it work? Where's my alteration spells? Does this work? Yeah, it does. Cool. So I could pop that in. I have the revive spell now. Oh, it was just an instant cast. Yeah, I gotta fix that. Oh, it's because when I pulled it out, it has no cast time, so it's an instant cast. You're alive, buddy. Push your ass off the side. You're like a fart away from death. Get away from me. It's too dangerous up here. There you go. It's alive! Alright. Ooh, if I'm looking here, look at this. Mana cost. 0 for everything. Oh, boy, huh? So that's broken. Throw a bunch of rust balls. Oh! I'm missing so bad. There we go. I kind of like the instant cast abilities. I really like the instant casts. It's instant. So that's actually a lot of fun. That's a lot of fun. Maybe I should make something that turns a spell into like an instant cast or something. I don't know. I kind of want to incorporate this. Wait, let's pull out some other elements here. Poison. Healing. Oh, yeah, I could instant cast spam heal something. I think you already got it enough. Poison! Alright, I feel bad. Let's heal you up, Bubba. Ooh. Almost full health. There you go. Heal! So, alright, I have to fix this. It's cool, but I have to fix it. What is this? A bullet hell? Yeah. It's called rapid fire. Are you alive in there? Yeah. Oh wait, where's that rabbit? I could heal it. There you go, buddy. I killed you, but I brought you back from the brink. That's fun. All right, I want to see my electricity here. Oh, Vexus, you'll see that I toned down the yellow. If you're still there, so that's what the new yellow is. I think it's more in tune with everything else. It's not so bright. I think it looks a lot better. Burn. I am. Yeah, there you go. So then a nice yellow for the electricity. Yeah, it looks much better now. Oh my god, that almost rope-a-doped you, buddy. It's not like in your face kind of color or brightness. Yeah, it was very vivid. Very vivid. Quiet, Wolf. Let's pop you a heal on you. There you go. Full health. You're welcome. Oh, I could do that with like summon light. I wonder what it's like if you do it with buffs. So prosperity. Yeah, it doesn't. Looks like it doesn't reset or anything. Prosperity. All right. So I need to carry over all of the mana stats. Luckily, all of the stuff is in the same place. I think so. Maybe. Maybe not. I gotta think how I built this system. How did I build this here system? I think it's through the... Oh no, I think it's through the spells. Oh shoot. I gotta touch all of my spells, I think, to incorporate with... to be able to have the correct, like, mana consumption and whatnot. Alright, hold on. Let's start with the basics. Let's start with the staff. The spellcasting tool. Where's my spellcasting tool? Grimoire. Okay, tools. Here we go. So when you start casting, right? Like on Interact Start, we do a bunch of things, but ideally we just say, okay, either open the dialogue or the dialogue GUI, or start running the cast times. Current spell cast timer text only. Oh, you son of a bee. There's another thing that I gotta prune out. Spellcast timer. All right, we have to shift this over. Maybe. Let me think this through. This is where it gets complex. Yeah. Current mana. Okay, so the tier, I don't need any of that. Okay, is casting spell. Current spell cast timer text. Yeah, I have it in here. And then I have the modifiers. Okay, so 4 references. What are the 4? Setting a couple floats, getting a couple floats. All right, I think I need to prune this out. It's blasphemy. All right, goodbye. Where is it? It's down here. And with that simple thing, let's just stop what you're doing. Stop everything. Let's rebuild. Oh, that's it? I knew there was something more I had to do with the cast bar in here. Knew it. So here's the cast timer information. Put this right here. Yeah, this is what I was wondering. Current cast timer and the max cast timer. Current spell cast timer. Oh, wait, no. Oops. Let's back up. This is not what I thought it was. False alarm. Wee-woo. Not correct. I want that. I want that variable. There. Whew. That would have been bad. But I do need to come down here. No, I need to go into here. I just need to do this a little differently. It's actually in here. This is where I need to apply. Okay, check mana. I gotta change that check mana as well. Is casting spell, current casting timer. I'm changing the pick range for a couple of the spells based on the modifier. So I'm setting the timer. Here it is. So this right here, the calculated modified spell cast time. Watched attribute. Wait a minute, I should be... Should be getting this. Oh, wait, was cast timer an int? Let's take a look at the spell. Cast time. Okay, no, cast time is indeed a float. So that's fine. Oh, wait a minute. I ran into this before. I can't have these as statics. They can't exist here as a static. Because it's never going to update my float information based on my spell. So I'm going to have to migrate these things out. into the casting tool logic. I'm also going to have to migrate these out into the GUI for the casting tool. All right. That's why everything's coming up as zeros. Okay. It is what it is, right? Like, nothing I can do about it. So let's just copy all of this. I need the adjusted spell power too, because that's not going to be static, because as you level up, you'll have to like log out of the game and log back in for it to update to your new stats. So copy it all. Start with the tool. Come on down. Paste. Okay, so let's get rid of the static reference here. And we'll get rid of that static. That. And that. Oh, and that. There we go. Now let's look for anything that is RMHELPERS. A lot of commented out code. Oh, I remember what I was doing there. So I can do this and then calculated cast time. Next. Ignore that. Okay, so it's going to be this. Calculated modified cast time. I think those are... Nope, and there's one more. Check mana availability. This calculated modified mana cost. And that's all old code that I'm not using. Perfect! Okay, so in here... Why is this... Oh, no, that's fine. And this should be fine as well. Yep. All right, let's build. So we should have cast timers back. Got a message from a new person. There's a bunch of stuff here. Yeah, mod buff. Oh yeah, there's a lot of text. I'll have to read that off stream. I like talking to new people. All right, I'm cracking open the good thing here. I got a Mountain Dew Baja Blast. Perfect. Nope. Well, that didn't work. Failure. I'm going to have to see. There's probably somewhere that I'm just not connecting the dots. There's like a little something right down. Let me clean that out. I don't know what that is. There we go. It's flavoring. Oh, man, that's sugary. Whoa. Oh, make my eye twitch. Okay. That's what it should do. I need to make the code more robust. That way, when you hit an entity or it collides with water or something, then it starts to shrivel up. Right now, it's just looking for a collidable solid block. This was my test code. So that's what it's really going to look like when I'm done with it. And I would like to have particles kind of like when it disappears to spawn a batch of them that slowly kind of fade. So that's on the to-do list to make it look a little better. All right, so Let's go back into the staff. Get selected spell. Okay, so on step, what are we doing? Main part of the code is right here. If seconds used is less than this, then mark it as true. The calculated modified spell cast time. Which comes down to here, so I'm getting the watched attribute, the float for it, because it is a float. Multiplied by the adjusted player magic spell. Oh, you know what? I don't need this in here. I can't use that anymore. Sent you another Terry DM? Oh, yes, you did. You got some animation. Look at him go! Terry! That looks awesome. Awesome job. So I can have that as a mount, right?
Oh, mate, I can't carry it. Take this, Sam, you slut.
Is it everything you imagined?
What is that?
I can't believe this.
Oh, I guess I had someone else. I had a stream on in the background. I'm like, who the hell? They must have, you know what? It was probably up, and I probably had them like paused or something, and yeah, and then I guess they may have just raided someone. Eh. Oh, that's great. I need to adjust all of this crap. Because I'm getting rid of this whole, like, whatever tier you are magnifies your spell. We're not doing that. I think it's a cop-out with this new system. We don't need to do it. We don't need it. We don't need you anymore. Thought it was me for a second. I'm just tricking y'all. I'm keeping y'all on your toes. Is it you? Is it me? Is it a mirage over there? You'll never know until you do know. I could prune out a lot about all of this, because technically I don't need spell anymore, because I'm not referencing the spell dictionary at all for these calls, because it's all dependent on whatever is on the book. Yes. And we got the mana costs, and we got the mana costs with no armor bonuses. I think the no armor bonuses can go away. Because I only want... The no armor bonus was something that was only for the spell book. Because I wanted you to be able to see what your base stats for the spell are. And the spell book was the only way of doing it. Now you can just hover over. Yeah, so we don't need this method at all. Really? There we go. Same with the cast time. The no armor bonuses, we don't need that either. Thought it was me. Let's get rid of this. Boop. And then I can get rid of that spell, right? Because this is the modified spell effect. Quiet Wolf. Yeah, see, I don't have anything like that for the rest of them. Yeah. I can get rid of that spell. Get rid of that spell. Still need that. Or no, I don't. I don't even need this method anymore. It's gone. Poof. All right, and I think I'm at the point where I need to put in a couple, yeah, I got to put in a couple logging statements to figure out what exactly isn't getting the update. Time set day. It could also be something like this. Let me put these books back in. Yeah. So it's not that. Okay, okay, we're back into here. Scroll up. Oh, see, the magic tier spell power. I don't need to do this anymore either. So I gotta find out where it's trying to do that. That was a method I wasn't even using. Awesome. Good job. Good job cleaning up your workspace, Dave. Or, Weiss. So disgusted in myself that I almost said my real name. Partially. Kinda did. So I think I need to put some statements in here on step. I have to see what it thinks the current variable is. Oh, yeah, see, so something like this. Calculate... Okay, yeah, no, that's fine. Calculated modified spell time. So I'll do RMR references dot logger. Boop. And I'm going to say tool cast time player equals... I'll do... player dot watched attributes dot get cast time, or get int. This is going to be RMR references dot current. It's going to be this, the casting tool current cast time. All right, what does it think this is? 0. It thinks it's calculating this as 0. Oh, it's going to calculate it at 0 because it's not an int. It's going to be a float. So let's get it right. Let's get it right. You know, I wonder if I should just migrate this to... No, I should keep it as a float. I think I should keep it as a float. And then cast it as an int. Still says 0. Alright. So that's a problem. So that tells me some of my information may not be sent. Let me look at the GUI. I don't think I ever sent the rest of the packets. I'm only sending the spell name. Ad break. Damn, an ad break again? Well, good luck. Let me know you make it out okay. It's ads! Run! Everyone scatter! Alright. I need to come down to, like, you pressing a button. There we go. On spell memorized. This is the way. So it's in here that I need to send more information. I need to make this more robust. Because right now it looks like we're sending... casting tool currently selected spell name. So we got the slot number, but there's only one slot. Yeah, this was... I remember when I made this. This was back when I was going to have multiple spells. Like, I didn't have the system fully mapped out yet. Hot diggity dog. Alright, so let's take a look at this packet. Because we're sending just the name. It's just the name. It's no information. And that's not right. Let's look at the messages. Boop. So instead of slot number, this is going to be currently selected spell name. Back. Man, that took a while, huh? It was forever. You missed so much. You missed one of my beard hairs going white. I'm older now, Vexus. I'm a different person. I don't believe I've been introduced to you. My name is Vice. Pleasure to meet you. Alright, mana cost. Cast time. Yeah, sure, what do we have? Okay, probably 5 minutes. I broke a lot of my code, so I'm piecing it back together. Just had to wrap myself out. Broke a lot of code. Duration. Damage and effect modifier. I hate myself every time I have to put this in. Me, Mr. Fat Finger Extraordinaire. I still dig you, Wood Smash, 10 out of 10. Hey! But it's gonna be like 50 first dates. Float. 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 This is going to be an int. Okay, so this is the information currently. So we have to modify the packet here. So I'm going to say string name is going to be int mana cost. I'm going to have to go for dinner soon. I think old Chef Vice is going to whip up some fine Kraft macaroni and cheese for a little baby triangle. Last time. Delete, copy, paste, 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 right? Oh, I did it one too many times. So we got the cast time, we have duration, we have damage, and we have effect modifier. I hate effect modifier. Why don't I just call it like effect or mod or something? No, I had to stab myself in the foot. Okay, now we can go back to here. So it's going to be upset. Let's go further back in the GUI. So this is going to be string name. I have to redo this system. I may have to redo this system. Wait, maybe not. Okay, memorize spell from Sanctum slot name. Yeah, I have to redo things. Okay, that's fine. Because I think I'm doing a raw dictionary lookup here. See, I'm getting the asset location, the name for the... Oh, maybe not. I may be able to just get player information directly from here? Yeah, because I could do it just like this, getting the owning player's attributes. Whew, thank God. Thank God. All right, I think what I need to do... Okay. I have an idea. It's crazy, but it may work. Int mana cost. I'm going to get this information. It's going to be, instead of set string, it's going to be get int RMR references dot mana cost, right? Current like my casting tool mana cost. No. Can't do that. So I have to get the space here. So slot 1. So technically this is slot 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm going to clean up this code. So that is when I had 8 slots. So I need to create variables in here and then pipe those variables into here. Okay, so this isn't too bad. I can still make this work, I think. I can say this, or not this. I could just say custom mana cost equals 0, right? No mana cost. This is going to be an int. Local int. And then if you press this, I can then say mana cost equals the currently selected mana cost, but it's not going to be the currently selected one. I need to get the slot 1 memorize spell mana cost. And then depending on which slot you click on, I can get the memorized information and then pipe that in like that. Genius! So that means this would be a float. This would be cast time. Custom cast time. This would be, whoops, custom duration. Custom damage. Custom effect modifier. 1, 2, 3. Oh, you know what? Let's delete that. Let's change this to a float. Get rid of that and get rid of that. There. 1, 2, 3. Custom cast time. And then this would be cast time. Be duration. Duration. Be damage. Damage. And then this would be... Whoops. Effect modifier. Effect modifier. Woohoo! And for all of these, so this would be everything in slot 4 because you press the 4th button. This would be everything in slot 3. This would be everything in slot 2. Now I come down to here. comma, 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 comma. So this would be float. Float cast time. Cast time. There we go. This is duration. Duration. This is damage. Damage. And then this is effect modifier. I'm just going to copy and paste it. I don't trust myself. There we go. So I'm sending all the information. You know what I really should do? I should take everything else out of the equation. I need to paste this in. Let's get string. Custom mana cost. It's going to be custom name. And I'll just have it be just a space. Or I'll say like no spell, right? That way it defaults. And then we're going to copy this, paste, custom name. We're going to get the string, because I'm already saving it, right? I don't need to do anything fancy. Do it separately than I'm doing everything else. What the hell? Oh, I deleted that whole... Okay, that was weird. Custom name, string, name. There we go. That's better. Copy. Paste, make this a 2. Paste, make this a 3. Paste, make this a 4. Let's do custom name. Whoops, spelled that wrong. There we go. So I'm sending all the information based on your character's knowledge. And for this, custom name. Casting tool currently selected, spell name text only. Oh, I'm setting the string for the currently selected spell name. Okay, yeah, that's fine, which is this right here. Okay, perfect. Right, I think that's everything. Oh, you know what? It's not. I need to paste this in a couple more times. This needs to be an int because the packet's going to take care of the server side. This is the client side. Mana cost. Then this is going to be the float. One, two, three. All right, so this will be cast time. Paste, this is going to have to be mana cost. It'll be duration. This will be damage. And this will be a freaking effect modifier. Every time I have to type that in, I hate myself a little more. Every damn time. All right, so, okay. This stuff, I'm going to comment out these, because I don't need them. This one, I need to change this. So this is going to be string name. I need to fix transmutation. I'll do it later. I'll just pipe in the name. Nah, I can't do that. I gotta put all this stuff in. I tried to be lazy. Copy. Paste. You know what? I think I'm going to do this one differently. I'm going to do this one differently. For now, for transmutation, I'm just going to zero all of this stuff out just so it can run. There we go. So that should get it in a working state, but I got to go back to transmutation because that's a weird one. You don't necessarily like get the information from a spellbook. Oh shit. Oh yeah, look at spellbook, huh? Spellbook is just foaming at the mouth right now because I changed that packet. You can't handle itself. There we go. Not anymore. Oh yeah, I gotta pipe in the right thing. So this would be string name for the name. The mana cost was int mana cost. This is gonna be float pastime. All right, effect modifier, damage, duration. There we go. Save. You gotta love rewriting things, huh? It's gonna be so much better the new way, but rewriting these things are just it's a bear. But it's so much more clear and it's gonna be more robust code, so I could do more with it. It's robust. Damn it! It still says 0. So I'll have to troubleshoot this when I get back. I broke my offhand. That's right, because each time you use it, it decreases the durability. I think the gravity magic came out pretty cool. Like the black hole and the event horizon that I made. Boom! Oh, do you see? You could actually like see through it too. So it like distorts it. So for what I want to do is similar to Ars Magica, to where like you'll put the runes down, and then you could put them down in certain patterns, and then you would like cast a spell to, to do whatever, whatever it is. It says I can't cast a spell now. Oh, I must be out of magic? Spell casting. Oh, there we go. I was gonna say it's broke. Oh, insufficient mana. All right. Boop. That's what I thought. Yeah, so you'll be able to cast a spell, and then it will activate whatever it is. Projectile. Cool. All right, everyone. Let's find someone to raid, because I am hungry. Twitch.tv. Who is playing Vintage Story? Feel bad having to raid and run again. He's always raiding and running. Still test stream, Overwatch. Oh, Radford. Cool. Let's get through this. I'm gonna copy. Slash exclamation raid. Slash raid Radford. Boop. I'm gonna remember to copy my raid message. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for watching me. The new system, once I get all the variables, all the attributes from the book like connected, I mean, I get to have fun. The Oculus, I think, is going to be really fun to make on stream because I'm going to be dealing with like looking at blocks and seeing what their positions are and seeing if you can do a certain ritual or something. So and then how to deal with like the mana regeneration. It's going to be a fun system, or at least it should be. It is on paper, and it is in here. So yep, I'll probably be streaming, I don't know, maybe later tonight. Let me know if you get free after foodies. Yeah, actually, never mind, I won't be streaming later. I'll be talking with Vexus. Booyah. All right, everyone, thank you so much. Have a wonderful evening, and I'll talk to you later, Vexus. Bye.